I've got a beer, honey. That's
Yeah,
what I got. Pardon?
Yes.
Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. You have the Rhino, you have Alicia, you have Katie. We have a beer here called Colorful Language, which I've heard children have in this area. Colorful Language from Two Crows. So, this is... Oh. Okay, so we've looked up what one of those was a few days ago. So this is a Foder Sour with Marquette, Ponus, and plums. So Marquette's a grape, and I think Ponus is as well, is it not? This is 5.6% alcohol by volume. So the fact that this is a Foder beer makes me think that your original idea that maybe Brett took over the entire brewery is true. A lot of breweries that use Foders are going to use Brett in a lot of their things. Foders are basically a fermenter, but it's all oak. It's a big oak fermenter. So basically like a giant barrel. Bench in Beamsville has two sides of the brewery. They have their normal brewing side, and they have their wild yeast side, which is their Brett and everything else. And they have Foders all throughout the entire wild yeast side. And they have a big old open cool ship, which is basically like a giant, not very deep sink. And they'll pour the beer in there, and they'll open up the windows, and they'll let the wild yeast fall in and wildly ferment it. So, I'm not saying that's what these guys do, but they have a Foder, so it was just something to bring up. So this says it's bright, zippy, and fruity.
Well, the last beer with Marquette actually was really good. So.
Yes, do you like that? That was the Reverend Barrel Works Marquette. The Glau Glau Marquette.
Yes, and I like wine, and that was a wine, so. Ooh,
Look at that color. That's a nice color.
Looks like raspberry lemonade almost.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, that's like almost like a fuchsia.
Sounds like wine and beer.
I really like the color. I like the hazy craziness of it.
That grape smells strong.
Yes, it's very vinous. You actually do get, and it's only 5.6% alcohol, but it smells like a wine. It's almost like there's like alcohol just emanating through your nose. And out of there, it's not as great. I always smell both because sometimes it smells better out of the can than the glass. Sometimes it smells better out of the glass than the can. Sometimes you get more scents that are more apparent out of one than the other. That is very yeasty and very alcoholic. It's yeah.
Well, that doesn't make me happy.
Sniff that. So, Colorful Language. Cheers, y'all.
What I like. That's a good.
Yeah, that's nice. That's like
So-
super sour and sweet.
So we are on the third beer from these guys? No, fourth beer from them, isn't it? Yeah, this is their fourth beer. And we've basically been fairly indifferent with the other three. This one's good.
I like it.
So Colorful Language, and it's very drying and biscuity on the end, like it clears your palate really quickly. But you're right, it's very sour and in your face up at the forefront, but it's also mellow and smooth.
And the can's pretty cool.
I would say they're probably right. Zippy, fruity, bright, and it is bright. It like dances along your palate. And with the oak Foder, it's giving off that same type of thing. It's like that oak tongue depressor like flavoring at the end. It just kind of dries out your mouth. Makes it a Moorish beer because you want to take another sip just to clear that dryness off your palate. But I must say, like some of their other sours, I would say that this is one that's so acidic you wouldn't want to drink more than one of them in a night. But I could see myself buy a 6-pack of it and have one every few weeks. Yeah, that almost makes your teeth wiggle. It's like, ooh. I like that. That's a 7.75 from me.
That would cure a canker sore, that sour right there.
Well, I currently have a giant hole in my mouth and it didn't hurt, so.
There you go.
Any thoughts? Concerns?
Really good.
It's really good. Out of 10?
I'd give it like an 8.
You give it an 8. Wow.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I agree.
Ranking?
I like that it's sour and sweet, but it's not like a horrible aftertaste. Like with a lot of highly sour beers, I'm finding it has a really shitty aftertaste. This one doesn't have that at all. I think it's because it's got the sweet with it.
Yeah, and I mean, they might have had enough fruit in there to mix it well. Because a lot of times when you get the overly sweet beers, it's all the yeast that's made it so sweet, and then that's the aftertaste you're getting to is that yeast taste. Nobody really wants to eat a yeast cake.
No.
Okay, you get hop heads. I'm not a hop head, but I get it sometimes. You have a malt maniac. I'm a malt maniac. I don't know many yeast beasts.
I like
Are you a
that
yeast
there's
beast?
with them.
No.
What's the sour one called?
Right?
I like that one.
Thank you guys. You gave it an 8 out of 10 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. She finished it.
That's the first time ever.
Yeah, it's really nice.
No, you finished Tim's Berliner Weiss.
I finished a few of Tim's Berliner. I believe I finished yours as well.
You did. When I got drunk and then you took advantage of me because of your name. Thank you guys. Goodbye.
When you were distracted.